Hello everyone, I'm Hannah Jasmine Santos and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, we will now go to the experiment number 5, which is NAND gate. So what is NAND gate? When we say NAND gate, it is a logic gate which is opposite to the AND gate logic gate. The symbol of NAND gate is standard AND gate with a circle which is called inversion bubble. So when there is an inversion bubble, its output is complement to the output of the AND gate. So let's start and make this experiment number 5 NAND gate. So here are the equipment and materials that we will use in performing experiment number 5 NAND gate. First, of course, is our 5 volts DC power supply. Next is our IC, which is 1P74LS00 quad 2 input NAND gate and 1P74LS04 hex inverter gate and 1P74LS08 quad 2 input AND gate. And next is one piece 5mm red lead and our resistor, which is one piece 1/2 watts 220 ohms resistor, and the switch, 2 pieces SPDT switch, our breadboard, of course, here, and the jumper wires, and lastly our alligator clip. So let's go and start this experiment number 5 NAND gate. So first we will perform the figure A, which is NAND gate circuit. We will use this IC 74LS00 quad 2 input NAND gate. So I will put this first in our breadboard. As you can see in our figure in our circuit, that the number 3 is connected in the positive side of our LED. So we will put our LED here and we will connect this in the number 3 of our IC. And next, in the negative side of our LED, we will now put our resistor. Okay, then the number 7 of our IC is connected to the ground. the last one here is the number 7. And the number 14 is connected to the positive side of our breadboard. Which is this. Then after that, we will now put our switch here. And the second one so the number 1 of our IC is connected to the switch A. So our switch A is this, and our switch B is this one. So let's connect the number 1 of our IC. Next is the number 2 of our IC is connected to this switch B. And of course, our switch needs to be connected in the negative and into the positive. Here in the positive, and so I will now insert this to this side. And connect it also to the positive. Then in this side, you can see these two. I will connect this to the negative side of our breadboard. And the other one. Finally. Okay. Then, after that, let's check. The number 1 and the number 2 of our IC is connected to the switch A and to the switch B. Then, the number 3 of our IC, which is this one, is connected to the positive side of our LED. Then the negative side of our LED is connected to the resistor. So here, the resistor needs to be connected in the negative side of our breadboard. So I will adjust this. Then I will put this okay, it's done. Then next, the number 7 is connected to the ground and the number 14 is connected to the power supply here to the positive side. Then of course, our switch is connected to both sides, which is here in the negative and here in the positive. So let's connect this one in our power supply. So the black one is our negative and the yellow one is the positive. So I will turn on now the power supply. So here in NAND gate, output is at logic 0 when and only when all its inputs are at logic 1. Otherwise, the output is at logic 1. So as you can see, our switch is at logic 1. So I will turn this to at logic 0. So now our both switch is at logic 0. So in the table, in the truth table, when switch A and switch B is at logic 0, the output is at logic 1. And when the switch A is at logic 1 and the switch B is at logic 0, the output also is at logic 1. And also, when we turn on the switch B, the output also is at logic 1. But when we turn both switch at logic 1, which is to this side, okay, our output will be at logic 0. So next, we will now go to the figure B, which is combination of logic gates, which is AND and NOT gate. So we will remove this. And change our IC in this AND and NOT gate. So we will first put the AND gate, which is 74LS08 here. And next is the NOT gate. So in our figure B, here the number 1 and the number 2 of this AND gate is connected to the switch. Then the number 3 is connected to the number 1 of this IC. The number 3 of this is connected to the number 1 of this NOT gate. 1, 2, 3, and in this number 1. And the number 2 of our NOT gate is connected to the positive side of our LED. So here is our LED. The number 2. Okay, then of course our resistor is connected to the negative side of our LED. So I will get this and place it to this side. Then the number 7 also of this NOT gate is connected to the negative side. Okay, then here the number 14 also, this IC is connected to the positive like this one. Okay. So let's check. The number 1 and the number 2 of the NAND gate, of the AND gate rather, AND gate and NOT gate. AND gate is connected to the switch A and B. Then the number 14 is connected to the positive. Then the number 7 is connected to the negative. The number 3 of this IC is connected to the number 1 of NOT gate. Then the number 2 of NOT gate is connected to the positive side of our LED. Then the negative side of our LED is connected to the resistor, which is the resistor is connected in our ground. Then the number 7 also of our NOT gate is connected to the ground, and the number 14 is connected in our 5 volts power supply. So let's connect this again in our power supply. Then let's first turn the switch to at logic 0. So let's turn on now our power supply. So here you can see that our LED is turned on because our switch A and our switch B is at logic 0. And when we turn on our switch A to the at logic 1, the output also is at logic 1. And when we turn this at logic 0 and we turn the switch B at logic 1, the output also is at logic 1. But when, again, like earlier, when we make the 2 switch at logic 1, what will be the output? The output will be at logic 0. Like what happened in the NAND gate, which is the one IC, which is here. It is similar to this one because the construction of our AND gate and NOT gate is also what happened, and it is also the complementation in the NAND gate. So that's all for today. I hope you learned something new about this logic gate, NAND gate. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you.